Good morning, John Augustine back again. Wednesday, Ash Wednesday today, of course, the 18th of February 2026. And it's the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 1. Do not let your hearts be troubled. And we no point in our hearts being troubled when we choose trust over anxiety. Well, we ask God each morning to guide and protect us, to do His will and work as we go through the day. And when we do that, we don't have any of this anxiety, no matter what happens. And I've had a few issues in the last few days with me. Water started stopping, but now it's back, thanks to Charlie Usher. We'll be coming again at 2 o'clock just to finish off everything as we had the water now, thank God. You'd miss it because of this well water. So the trust. When it happened on Monday, thanks be to God, I was able to get him, and he came up at 4. So we got the thing, all the pipes out, the tubes, and the motor and the other thing that was stuck to it. It's a big job, I can tell you, and I had the help there with putting the big thick rubber tubes up the garden. Boy goodness, I reckon it must be about 40 or 50 feet at least. I checked with Charlie afterwards when he comes at 2 to know what. So when he took it out, there seemed to be a leak. And it was hard going what he was at, and he didn't mark what it was. But then later on, he was able to find it, and he showed it to me there. Right, to go out and give him a bit of a hand later on, as he was after connecting the new motor and other item attached to it. It's very complicated. You wouldn't think it was. You think the pump would be a big pump, but no, it's only about this width, and it's stainless steel, so it lasts. And then he told me the pipe, so then I had to help him to, because he was putting stuff around it, like so that kind of another item would be, two of them were required. And so I had to help him while he was doing that and hold the tube up. So then it was down, and we tested the water to come on. So I was very lucky. But he kept the item open. And now, whether he's going to do something on the top of it, I don't know. And then there's something in the sun house that he took out, that it might have been a little item there, but it wasn't that naturally. It was the tub. So anyway, thanks be to God. And probably the water leak didn't help it. It kind of makes the pump work harder. So he found it. I don't know how he found it. I must ask him when he comes. Why am I saying that? Oh yes, this anxiety. No point in being anxious. You just do what you do, and Charlie solved the problem. And it was tough going. He come at 10:30 yesterday morning, but now this morning he's minding children. His son is living in Moyle, little village, 4 or 5 miles away. And his 3 children too going to school, and then one that he leaves in the morning, and then the two, you think he collects them from the school. They're going to school here in Oldcastle, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. Isn't that a good one? So that's the story, Rory. And so he won't be working this morning, and so he'll be fit when he comes back at 2 o'clock. The big steel that goes down and on where the thing is, where the well is. So it must be down an awful distance before they got the water years ago. And there's a concrete thing then that you can stand in about 3 foot from the ground. So Charlie had to get down there. There's tough going it was. He does. So he doesn't expect to get too many of them because they're a fairly stressful sort of a job. But if we had some helper, it would make it a lot easier. Somebody competent to be able to do it. And he was telling me some farmers have two wells. If one goes, they still have a spare for safety because of the nature of their work. So that's the way it is. And the daily reflection anyway. So we don't have to be no point in suffering from that. And I had a few little issues which I mentioned in the last couple of days. And then this morning, I put my seatbelt on and there's a thing winking. And then the car was making a noise as if there was a passenger. There's no passenger. So I don't know what's going on there. There's always something going on, isn't there? But I got mass this morning. I got me ashes of habit on me forehead. I keep that as long as I possibly can as a indication that it was at the mass and that, and there was Father Paddy Gilson was there too, and so it was good. We got the ashes and all. I got the priest from the ashes. There was two lay people giving it as well, just because of the crowd. Bye now, and enjoy the rest of your day as best you can. I was going to go down to the shops, but honest to goodness, the car park was full, and they were delivering. The supervisor was delivering their goods, so I'll go down later. Bye now.